Hi, my name is Roxanne Bartel, and I am talking today about my quilt named Cross Squares, which is in the show Intersections, and also about my process of making the quilt and a little bit about my history as a quilt artist. I have actually been making quilt art for 30 years, and this is something that I very much love and do as much as I can, much as I have time for. I'm sitting right now in the room that I do my work. It's my studio. I've had it for about 2 years. I've worked in all kinds of different places, some which have been not as amenable to working as others, and this is a really wonderful space. It has good light and a lot of great workspace. So I started actually as a painter, as an oil painter, and did that for, I would say, about 10-15 years. And my first quilt was actually a piece that started as painting on thin fabric, so not canvas, that I wasn't sure what I wanted to do with, and ended up actually making a quilt out of it, and that was the start of my quilting career. I started making traditional quilts at first, and then progressed to making my own designs. And then I think going back to my history as a painter, I started to dye my own fabrics and paint on fabrics, print on fabrics, and do other techniques on fabrics that were manipulating the fabric itself, which is something that is really an essential part of every piece that I work on. This piece, Cross Squares, really fit into the show very well, because the very composition is an intersection. So it's a cross of 2 rows of 4-patch, which is it's a free-form 4-patch. I've been making most of my quilts these days with free-form 4-patch as the foundation for my works, and it is a literal intersection of these 2 rows of 4-patch pieces. So to make this piece, as most of my pieces, I start with an idea, a composition in mind, and then start working on the color palette, which is another really important part of all the pieces that I work on. Then I spend quite a few days, often weeks, in my dyeing studio, which is actually really not much of a studio. It's just a room in off the garage, which has a sink, washing machine, and some shelving for dyeing. And then I work there for a long time to get the right colors. I do dye printing, bleach resist, over dyeing of kimono fabrics, and work on that until I get the right colors, the right fabrics that I want to use. And then I go back to the composition and spend another period of days, weeks, sometimes even months, getting the composition right. And I work in the space where I am right now. I actually work on the floor to put my pieces together. I sew my 4 patches together and then put them together in a way that is pleasing, usually having the composition in mind that I started with until I get it exactly right. So I hope this has been interesting to you to learn how I've worked on this piece, and I hope you enjoy the show. Thank you.